generation, there is going to be more people who are interested in why. The question why. And because this is a new topic, it's like a new subject.
Yeah.
You know, we have to kind of give society and the world time to adjust to something new. And as you know, and as everyone knows, anything new is terrifying to people.
Of course. Even this conversation seems really kind of abstract and really...
existential.
Yeah, that's the word, existential. And it feels like it's kind of one of those subjects that's not really getting to any point. It's not really going anywhere. There's not really an answer.
There's no point. And there doesn't need to be a point. Fashion is ever evolving, ever changing, ever growing, and that's why we talk about it in the aspect of anthropology. Because when you talk about the study of humans, you talk about how they're ever changing, ever growing, ever adapting. And fashion, in a way, is as complex as that. It's just like I've said before, it's like art. You know, you think about all these movements, and so many people have so many opinions on them, and art is always changing, and what's defined as art is changing.
Yeah.
And sometimes it moves really fast. And so does fashion. Every day there's a new trend. Every day there's something new to talk about. There's a new runway. There's a new everything.
Yeah, I mean, when you put it like that with the anthropology,
right,
it makes perfect sense. It does.
Absolutely.
And even, yeah, it's just really looking at studying anthropology through the angle of fashion.
Yeah, and that's what it is. We're not looking to fashion for the answers on humanity. We're looking how humanity has used fashion as a tool for adaptation. We're looking at how humans have figured out how to take this thing that is now a social norm and continue to develop it. Like, digital fashion is happening. It is now. You don't have to go out and buy clothing.
Yes, now you can try it on online.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Like, it's happening. It's moving. It's constantly moving.
See, I am actually really guilty of feeling like, oh, that's not fashion though, and you know, it's not. It's like it's the same thing with books and magazines, and I feel like, yeah, but it's not. It's not really the real thing.
I've been a makeup artist.
Yeah.
I see digital makeup. You know, it's a different skill.
Do you class it as fashion, or do you class it as makeup, or do you class it in the same category?
I consider anyone who conceptually create clothing that looks good on a body is part of fashion. But at the same time, because it's a technology.
Yeah.
I would consider it more of a design. I consider it design technology because I think the one thing that still separates fashion and design is the material of it. The touch, actually being able to design it and put it on a body.
But then how about with design in terms of like interior design and stuff?
What do you mean?
Because design... okay, no, wait, I think I get what you're saying, because I was going to say design, of course, is actually creating something. But then I was thinking about design actually making the design, carrying out, building the design.
Right. I mean, there are people who are creative designers. They create a concept. They do the color theory. They do the material. They do the pattern. They do everything. And it's still being creative. And it's still designing. It's still being part of the fashion conversation because they are impacting fashion. I think there is a little bit of a line because I think we should acknowledge it as technology versus just fashion.
Okay.
You know, like there's, I don't know, it's hard, and I understand why it's hard.
It is, it's very strange.
It's one of those other existential things.
Yeah, because I feel like fashion is kind of about the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really much if you're just gonna make a gorgeous dress and chuck it in your wardrobe. It doesn't really mean anything, it's just there.
Right.
Because I feel like there's the whole, again, it's the whole concept that comes with fashion. Where are they going? Why are they wearing that? You know, how long did it take them to get dressed? Wow, that is going to take them ages to walk down the stairs in those shoes. Or, but with the digital fashion, it doesn't really have that movement or the physical bodies.
Not the physical, but the words that you're saying, it is a reflection of current society and culture.
Well, yeah, of course it is, yeah. I suppose
So
with Instagram and social media.
Absolutely. There are going to be influencers and, you know, digital fashion people. You know, think about all the models who are now just, I don't know what the specific word is because I don't know as much about technology as I probably could. But there are models who aren't even real people.
Oh, yeah.
They're technological models. I don't
know the words. I don't know.
This is why we're in fashion and not technology.
Yeah.
But there are models who are not people. They're like artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
But they're still considered models. And they're still used in brand campaigns. So, technological fashion, it's one of those things that it can add to our fashion world in a way that, you know, people don't have to actually buy clothing, and it's helpful to the world. And, you know, there's a lot of sustainable aspects to it that are actually really cool.
I suppose there is.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, I suppose there is a lot of sustainable aspects, but then I'm thinking, well, of course, this is...
But is it fashion?
Yeah, no, that is in my head still, of course, is it really? But no, there's also the thing of, this is, of course, reflecting, you know, society with social media and even just, like, general technological innovations and moving towards digital, because I actually saw, like, a study that our phones are now considered our home, as we spend so much. If you relate it to your physical home, we spend enough time on it for it to be our home. We consider it important enough, and the security in terms of passwords and stuff like that, and connecting. It's actually considered a home now for each person, their phone. So, obviously this, of course, reflects that. And there is a lot of people that this isn't a good or bad thing, it's just a thing that, you know, people put a lot of effort into their social media, and they, you know, people is their career. So, I suppose being able to maybe be able to take a picture in a dress or an outfit that you don't really have, not that you don't, because you actually do buy it, don't you? See, it's just
I mean, and this is the thing. This is where it gets really kind of crazy, because you are paying to download an outfit to be edited onto your body in a picture.
Yeah, I mean, you do purchase it.
It's cool. I mean, it's bonkers down. Like, if we really think about it, it's so out there and crazy, and I'm such a physical person.
See me, yeah, me too.
So I love the idea of clothing and shape and that kind of thing, but I am not going to say that this is not a huge part of fashion.
Of course, it is, whether you like it or not, because it wouldn't be my thing, and actually it kind of scares the shit out of me, because I feel like, you know, how much more digital can we get